Salve galera, beleza? Aqui é o Speed e hoje eu vou rejogar o game Banishers, Ghost of the New Eden, que é um game de ação e aventura, narração e escolhas, fantasia sombria, sobrenatural, cinematográfico e com uma leve pegada de RPG, desenvolvido pela Dontnod e distribuído pela Focus, lançado em 12 de fevereiro de 2024. Por que eu vou rejogar esse game? Porque eu já tenho ele desde o dia do lançamento, porém eu não tinha canal. Então eu cheguei a jogar praticamente até a metade do game e aí eu encerrei. Agora que eu estou com o canal, vou trazer o início do game. Então vamos lá, vamos conferir Banishers, Ghost of the New Eden. Vambora!
Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off New Eden. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of New Eden scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. It's cold as a bishop's arse, and twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. New Eden is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two.
Beleza, e lá vamos nós. Mova-se.
I'm weary of long
R para
sea
mover a
voyages
câmera.
to Green
Padrão.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Looks steady enough.
Watch out!
Ugh. Is it just me or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Overeager apprentices.
Deu ruim. Teremos que dar a volta.
I can break my way through here.
Ih, rapaz, olha o bicho. Fantasma, né? Eita porra. Apertei o botão errado.
Petty fiend.
Everything all right down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
More wanderers.
Behind you!
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Tá, beleza. Banimento. Atacar com suas armas enche o indicador de banimento. Quando o indicador de banimento estiver cheio, pressione A para banir seu alvo.
Time to leave for good.
Venha. Bye, bye.
These people left New Eden town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here?
Venha.
Enough. That augurs badly for the case.
Situation is worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. But the town selectmen's sitting on their arses.
Isn't that what selectmen do?
Who the hell burns their own crops?
People who fear pestilence or disease. Or both.
Very biblical. A welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles. It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
Esther wouldn't dare. And we don't need a piece of paper to keep us together.
Aye, I remember you telling her.
Good day, sir.
You'll be Haskell's Banishers, I take it.
Antea Duarte. This is Red McWraith.
Hugh Batchelor. The governor had me prepare the schoolhouse for your comfort. It has fallen out of use. Will that be all?
Where are the children?
Several died of fever. We could see disaster coming. We thought we'd have to bury them all. We sent the children to safety. We sent them away.
That can't have been easy. It can't be easy now.
No. No, it is not.
We're expected at the tavern. Where might we find it?
The King's Arm. You can't miss it, for the lamps are lit. The school is now a bunkhouse, and the meeting house cold and dark. But the tavern shines yet.
Well then, let us be thankful for small mercies. Farewell, Mr. Batchelor, and you may wish us luck.
Good luck, then, to the both of you.
Beleza. Agora a gente tem que achar essa hospedaria.
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
There's the inn.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assume...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is Thick-Skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us? Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of New Eden, it is my responsibility.
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her attitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we're as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. We feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion. The pride, indeed, of New Eden. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
What do you think happened?
I could guess, to little use. It is evident, however, that Charles's unexpected death is linked to his investigation of the curse. In the minister's absence, I try, in all humility, to protect us all, body and soul, from our ongoing peril. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of New Eden shall be broken, perhaps forever.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Perhaps we may come to you for advice.
Please do, madam. For I would be only too glad to give it.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death. And death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon New Eden, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes. Our contract stands for Charles.
All right. For Charles. Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
Rapaz, histórias cabulosas. Beleza, tem mais nada aqui em cima. Sempre bom olhar tudo para não deixar nada para trás.
Damn it, Charles. Those are cursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
No. But as Charles would say, Another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against.
Antea, Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well-read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
Que viagem, né?
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find the way.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Beleza, vamos investigar a casa. Aí a gente consegue juntar os pontos e resolver, né?
This is Charles's. It's like he never left. That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther. Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
Beleza, só sobrou aqui, mano.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something. These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse tormenting?
Beleza, tá faltando mais duas partes, né? Aqui e aqui.
People.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
You actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, We should go investigate the cemetery where he was found. Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes. I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
Beleza, então vamos para o cemitério. Rapaz, é uma parada
What
muito
will you
louca.
do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be all right?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Beleza, vamos ver o mapa. É aqui o objetivo. E vamos lá, voltando. Cara, é um bagulho muito doido. A questão da investigação, o diálogo, né, a imagem cinematográfica, muito maneiro. E os confrontos também, mais pra frente, é bem interessante. Vamos ver aqui essa mulher.
You'd be one of the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry. But if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your name, I have forgotten it.
Antea Duarte. You may happen upon my companion, Red McGrath, about the place.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The Minister said you'd have questions. Well?
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
Someone always does.
I understand Banishers often trade with the forces of evil.
We do not trade. We deliver. A haunting may be caused by the errors of the living, but a ghost gets no mercy. Charles, Minister Davenport, said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business, and so they shall remain.
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here, and yes, the curse sits there too.
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Beleza. Vamos lá. Opa. Não é nada.
Get out of my way.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death, weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rowed ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Vamos lá, tem
Care to
lojinha.
trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Tudo. Poxa, não precisa de nada, né? Bye
I bid
bye.
you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
Nada de interessante na lojinha desse Zé Ruela.
This fire can't have started on its own. Not in this cold. A wisp, so close to town. Where are you leading me? More of you?
Tá, porra.
No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
Beleza, esse brilho, quando tiver alguma coisa interessante,
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers.
o anel vai brilhar, né? Aí você tem que ficar ligado. Tem alguma coisa próxima.
Many dead in more recent years.
Opa!
Everyone buried here died in 1677. A previous epidemic? A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Realizar ritual. Para revelar as memórias, você deve realizar um ritual de remontar. Então tem que tomar cuidado ao fazer o ritual. Temos aqui convocar flagelo, fazer se manifestar e remontar.
What I picked up earlier should suffice. In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost? Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely.
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone! You have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
Damn it. That thing he faced. What was it?
Bíblia de Charles.
The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I can make him manifest. If I can find his grave. Here you are.
Beleza, agora qual ritual, mano? É fazer se manifestar, né?
Now is a good time for we old friends to talk. We've come too far, Red and I, not to see you one last time. Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you. Come on, Charles. Join me now. I know you're here. I know you're here. You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk. Esther worries.
Antea. Here. At last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. Is Red with you? There is no time to waste.
Why did you not wait for our help?
The threat was rising. Despair growing. There were so many dead, Antea. So much sickened flesh. So many afflicted souls. There was no more time.
Do you know how this curse began?
What prompted it, I do not know. Nor do I know when. Many months ago, certainly. But I do know this. This nightmare chose New Eden for a reason.
So, a ghost.
This one is different. Implacable. Very clever. Many magnitudes more ferocious than a spectre. And just as relentless.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antea. But I am a banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antea, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
We'll banish it, Red and I. Our good friend's death shall not go unpunished.
Be warned. This nightmare is too angry to be persuaded, and too powerful to be destroyed.
Your death pains us greatly. Your return pains me too.
I know. For my part, I'm glad to have seen you one last time. To have had the chance to warn you.
I thought nightmares were a myth.
A nightmare is the rarest of ghosts. A powerful, insidious spirit, birthed by tragedy most dreadful.
How do I banish it?
There is meager wisdom in the texts. What little there is says it cannot be banished at all.
If it's a ghost, I can't banish it. You took notes, I suppose? Where might I find them?
They vanished. In the days before my death. Perhaps I mislaid them. Which is not like me. If you find them, read them carefully. Perhaps I missed something. Something important.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
What did it look like?
I don't know. When it manifested, it appeared as Esther. My dear Esther. I did not see its true face, but I heard a woman. Not Esther, someone else. She was laughing. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died. The spirit is vengeance pure. The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antea. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport, your friend and mentor. You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles. Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antea, wait.
Wait for what? We're banishers. Death to the dead.
Let Esther choose for herself.
Oh, Lord. Please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord. Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave. Please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment. I should have known better. I know better now.
Antea, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
I'll walk Esther home.
I'll do it. The women can't talk.
Then all the way to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is at rest now. Antea gave him the care he needed.
E vamos lá.
Charles, where do you think he is now?
He's... I don't know.
I miss the warmth of his hands. His calm presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I can picture him. He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are cleaned and pressed and folded. Nothing can ever be the matter.
You're right. He's at peace, and you deserve to rest. I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse. Good night, Esther.
I am glad you are here. Both of you. We need you.
Good day to you, madam. Antea Duarte is my name. May I ask yours?
Duarte? Duarte, you came with the Banisher, did you not?
I am the Banisher.
Right. So you're the face of hope, are you? You're what my tithes are buying. Let me have a look at you. Oh, right. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Bathsheba Ingersoll, or I was last time I looked.
What can you tell me about the curse?
Did Haskell not lay it out? We freeze, and at the same time, we rot. Minister Davenport said he'd summoned the best banisher there is. Can you lift the curse?
In my experience, most curses are actually hauntings. And while ghosts are treacherous, they're not invincible.
Well, I'd like to tell you I find that a comfort, but I'm afraid I would be lying.
It may seem like an odd question, but may I ask if the curse has brought you bad dreams?
Every time I close my eyes, I'm in its door. Coins fall from the ceiling, only a few at first. When they hit the floor, they break. Like rotten teeth. Or finger bones, perhaps. The trickle becomes rain. A cascade smashing down to flood the store. I try to flee, but the flood rises too fast. I drown in shards of broken bone. There. Aren't you glad you asked?
What can you tell me about the town meeting house?
The minister closed it down. Said it was dangerous. Imagine. Worship is dangerous now.
Do you remember when and why?
The when is difficult to say. I admit I've lost track of time with the dullness of the days.
Tell me about your store.
Why? Would you like to buy some china? Some porcelana? A linen dress? That's about all we have left. You'll be shocked to learn that there is little demand for the finer things in life, and we have next to no supply of the staples. I should have gone when I had the chance. I suppose beneath it all, I'm an optimist. And that makes me a fool.
A very good day to you, madam.
You're optimistic too, then. Aren't we the fools?
Beleza, bastante diálogo no game. Dá até pra esticar as pernas, deitar, tirar uma soneca e depois voltar.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McCraith.
But?
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
Were you really about to banish Charles?
Charles would have done the same for your ghost or mine.
I hope he'd have at least hesitated. Charles was a good man, full of love.
Banishing his ghost wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been right. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't.
A ghost may suffer too. A sin puts a gentler end to it.
But not a safer one. Better to banish and be sure.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
You'll not escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't, eh?
You're a scruffy-headed lout, Red McGrath, and I will never let you go. Over my dead body, mister.
Thought I was meant to be the soft-hearted one.
You are.
I think Charles was right. This thing in the meeting house could be what did he call it? A nightmare?
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for banishers. We'll see tomorrow. Now, to sleep. This was a dreadful day.
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Aye, poor Esther. Antea, she took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
E Antea sumiu.
Where are you? You're hardly in the meeting house, are you? Who's there? Antea?
Cadê Antea?
Why
Cadê
would you go there
você?
alone? Open. Antea?
Venha. Venha, bicho.
Don't suppose you spectres have seen Antea, have you? You're the boss and all, but you could have included me.
Three blind mice. See how. Three blind mice. See how they run. See how they.
Antea?
Blind. All blind. Red, can't you see? We never stood a chance.
Antea, you hurt? Where are you? I'm here, my love. What happened?
I'm here, my love. How mundane.
Show yourself.
God came to the man in a dream and said, "Behold, thou art dead." But the man had done nothing wrong and said,
Lord, wilt thou also slay the righteous?
What?
Eita, Lelê, é o coisa ruim.
"Will you slay the righteous?"
Be not alarmed. I bring you aid.
There is no aid. There is only dereliction.
Where's Antea? What have you done with her? Hellsballs. Lady, if you hurt her...
You cling to love, a fool to the last. There is no love. There is only defilement.
No.
Venha, bicho.
Your lover will betray you too!
We want to help you.
Ô, porra.
Where's Antea? If you laid a finger on her...
You'll what? Come to her aid? There is no aid. There is only... retribution.
Give him back.
How touching. You come to claim your man. You think you love him. You do not. There, in the dark of your marrow, there is no love. Only betrayal. I offer you a trade. He stays and you leave with your life.
I'll bargain with no ghost.
You have a brain, yet you think with your idiot heart. You're weak.
E Antea morreu. Morreu.
Will you come to her aid now, when all is lost? If you do, I'll be waiting.
The icy ocean made a diamond from his grief, then buried it in his heart. The weight of his failure dragged him down. Outside time, drowning in the gloom, he spoke her name. Take me instead, he screamed, soundless, to the cold and silent waters. Out beyond the black veil of death, something heard his cries and reached for him.
Let her go. Take me instead. Let her go!
Ah, you're awake.
Who are you?
She who rescued you. Tended you for days on end. Weeks, maybe.
Weeks? Oh, God. What have I done?
Get your strength back before you beat yourself up.
She's dead.
Yes. That's why you're here. And why I was sent to look after you.
Who are you? I feel like we've met, but I'm sure we have not. I feel like I know you forever, but do I?
You're confused. It's normal. You've been near killed by a nightmare, you've lost your beloved, and now you've a witch by your sickbed.
Witch?
Witch. I go by Seeker. Find the Banisher, said my mistress. Tend him, and answer any questions he asks you before you leave him be. So, how do you feel?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Means you're alive, and you haven't given up.
Who sent you?
Her name is Ceridian, and my hands and words are hers. Beyond that, don't burden yourself.
You should have let me die.
What are you, a child? Are they teaching self-pity in Banisher school now?
This nightmare, how it spoke, how it tore right through her. I've never seen the like of it.
Few have. Fewer have lived to tell of it.
What drew such a powerful spirit here?
Who knows? Something awful, I don't doubt.
The worst angers rise from the most terrible wrongs. A friend said that. He was trying to warn us.
An immutable law. You have wise friends.
What am I to do now? How do I do it alone?
You're not alone. Have faith. If Ceridian had told me more, I'd tell you it. But you must have faith.
This isn't what I want. Not like this. Not without her.
No one gets what they want. You get what comes. And if you survive, you get changed by it. You've a hole in you. A yawning, grimacing pit in your soul. That's love, that is. The hole won't fill because the love won't die.
God, what have I done?
Here's the thing. Unlike most, you get a second chance. I suggest you seize it.
Why'd you pull me from the water? What's your business with me?
I have no business with you, but my mistress does. Ceridian says the wall between the living and the dead is under threat. You, it seems, have a part to play. This is mine.
You've lost me.
No, I found you. But so did your grief. And it demands to be felt. You may think you're done with your ghosts, Red McCraith. But they aren't done with you. I'll go now. Rest. Why ever my mistress saved you, she has good reasons. The best.
Where are you going?
Home. To Ceridian. She needs me.
Where shall I find you if or when I need to?
Maya marshes. Great big swamps other side of the woods. You can't miss them. We'll know when you're coming.
Until we meet again then.
That's right, Banisher. Now, turn around.
What?
I'm leaving.
The hell?
Beleza. E agora nós iremos assumir o Red. E aí a parada fica bem mais interessante, né? Então é isso aí, cara. Esse foi o comecinho que já deu um bom tempo, né? De Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. É um game muito bom. Porém, como eu disse, eu já joguei esse game, acho que mais ou menos até a metade. E depois eu tinha parado, né? E aí eu fiz o canal, não sei se eu trago esse game de volta, enfim, não sei. Tô pensando aqui, mas é isso, é um game muito bom. É bem divertido de jogar, mas tem muito diálogo, investigação, casos que você tem que resolver. Então é uma coisa a se pensar, né? Vale a pena ou não? Então vou pensar aqui. Então é isso. Vou ficando por aqui. Forte abraço. Fiquem na paz. Fui. Valeu.